while this is going on, we've got a very high-profile case going on with Bill Cosby.
I was just going to get
that
to
nobody's saying anything about because it's being complete.
I was just going to get it. It's on my agenda right now. So I watched the testimony. It's unbelievable testimony. And when I was watching this, it really reminds me of what happened here in Toronto with Ghomeshi.
Absolutely. I thought the same thing.
The similarities, it's almost like the defense lawyer. It's almost like Cosby watched everything that happened with Ghomeshi, went and got himself high-priced lawyers, and the lead lawyer is a female, right?
Yep.
And her cross-examination of the plaintiffs,
there she is,
incredible.
The Toronto girl, yeah. Oh, she's doing exactly what Ghomeshi's lawyer was doing, and
Yes,
they might win.
It's almost verbatim.
Yes.
It's scary, the similarities. It's like Bizarro World.
Right. Only Cosby had 100 people or plus, wasn't it?
Well, the allegation is hundreds, but also the I guess the rationalization from their side that Cosby's telling the truth is why did they keep coming back?
Yeah. Well,
Frank,
out of sheer embarrassment, being on the stand, having to admit to being so vulnerable. A lot of women won't press charges.
No, it's statute of limitations is why a lot of these things.
That's true, too.
No, that's the only reason why
a lot of people were within that timeline, Perry. And they
no, but I think that the defense is playing on the part that these women came back to him.
The woman
Yes,
from
they
Toronto
are.
certainly did. Contacted him 43 times.
So I think
Basketball
that's the thing, Bill, which is the same thing that was the defense here with Ghomeshi. Yep. Well, you know what I'm trying to say, Bill?
Though, Frank, the Ghomeshi plaintiffs conspired. That's what killed that case. They talked to each other and set it up against them.
Yeah, yes, but I agree. But I think a large part too was that they also did not disclose some other stuff that the defense pulled up, that they had gone back and they had redone some stuff and they had some sort of mutual sex.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Well,
and that was not disclosed to the police, which just leaves the prosecution, with their mouth dropped when the defense pulls something like that out of the plaintiff. Anyways, I'm just saying it's very similar. It's very heartbreaking to me. I mean, if he's guilty, he deserves what he's going to get. But it's very heartbreaking to me to have somebody. When I was a kid, I watched I Spy before the Cosby Show.
Yeah, Bill Culp.
And Robert Culp and Bill Cosby were unbelievable. He was the first black star, African American, to get out of that, that bullshit mold that they always put the African American actor in,
Yeah.
And how about Hey, Fat Albert every Saturday morning.
Fat Albert came after the Cosby Show.
Sure.
So the Cosby Show allowed Bill Cosby to create all the characters from his past. And can I tell you something that's really mind-boggling? When we were kids, I was raised as a Catholic. My parents were Italian Roman Catholic, and in our catechism class in grade 6, the priest used to play us Cosby records. Because Cosby was never swore, and it was very, he had a lot of analogies in his comedy.
You went to catechism too? We missed all our Saturday morning cartoons.
I never went to catechism.
I went to catechism.
I never went to catechism as a extracurriculum. I went to catechism because it was part of the curriculum of our day-to-day school.
Well, my point is every Saturday morning, right? Like 10 o'clock, I'd be in
No, I never went to that. I was in
the Gallaghers were
one of my
forced to do
classes. Well, you stay there, and
brutal.
The priest would come in, and a French teacher would come in. We never left our class in those days.
Yeah, well, I had to go to catechism Saturday mornings. It was unbelievable. And with that, and just let me just ask you guys that. Bill Cosby, he deserves to go away for a long time. What is he? close to 90, legally blind.
No, he's not 90.
He's 80
So what's your point? Because he's old.
I know. I just want to ask you guys.
You ever heard of the Holocaust and people who've been tried when they're 90 years old because of what they did?
We have a discussion now.
Well, I'm trying to say your discussion.
Perry, let him make his point, please.
No, I'm just I see. We're stirring things up. You've got an excellent point. The Nuremberg trial.
The age has nothing to do if you've done something wrong.
If he's guilty, he's got to be punished like everybody else, whether he's 20, whether he's 100.
Yeah.
He's got to be punished like everybody else.
Yeah, and he deserves to go away for a long time. It's just so you know.
If he's guilty.
Yeah,
it's alleged right now.
Yeah, and
it's alleged. There's allegations against him that he manipulated women and drugged them.
And I believe he did.
And had sex with them without their consent.
Yeah. And you know the strange thing, he did it in the 60s and 70s when he was a star.
That's the allegation.
He was
that's
a star.
The allegation.
Well, true.
The allegation was there, and apparently, that allegation always lingered around him for many, many years. It was out there.
What I'm saying, you're a TV star, you're a rock star, you're putting roofies into girls' drinks.
Why is it so hard to believe a person could have a dark side? Like just because he's a great actor, the guy has
I don't
another.
think he was a great actor at all.
I think he happens to be. He was a tremendous comedian, but I think he had it. He had a dark side. And Frank's saying there had been allegations or rumors, whatever, speculation of people knew about it, but it was all hush hush. Now, when it comes to the trial, the people that were close to him on the most famous show that he ever did.
Right.
Almost all of them have backed away.
Yeah.
Only one person.
The littlest girl.
Right.
Walked him into the trial.
And that says something right there.